What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I know that it's been a little bit of time since I have seen you guys or did anything, but a lot has been happening. Sorry if it's a little loud, but a lot has been happening lately that I've not been able to understand. But my life is good. Let me tell you guys that first. My life is good. But lately I have been going out a little more. Let me tell you guys something. I went out this past weekend to this party with this DJ. I can't think of her name. I'll put like a video if I remember to do it. But and met a lot of people. Ran into a friend of mine from New York. Actually, she's from the same city as me, but I haven't seen her in like 10 years, at least 10 years. And talked, met up with some people, got their numbers. A couple things. I'm just not in the season of not receiving the same energy from people that I give to them. So if I'm giving out energy and I'm reaching out, I'm saying, "What's up? Let's do this," and you're not giving me anything, I will not engage. Um, so that's one thing that I'm just not in the mood to kind of go back and forth with people that don't want to engage in a way of bettering or being part of like the social system of how things are actually supposed to work. So that goes to my next point. I've been battling with buying a car because part of me understands that I'm an immigrant here in Mexico City, but it also, I don't want to feel like I'm gentrifying their country. You know, like I I stay in a normal apartment. You know, as most of you guys have seen from last year, I lived in a penthouse apartment last year, and I moved from that to a normal apartment. You know, normal price. Nothing that was crazy that would kind of disrupt the system of what's happening here in Mexico City. Um, and I've been battling with buying a car. I'm going to buy an electric car if I do, but I've been just battling with like, and I know that's probably crazy because you know you get the comments on Instagram and YouTube from people saying go back to your country, and I think the overall thing for me is like, am I gentrifying their country? Am I the person that's actually, am I part of the the system that you know I've found refuge here, I've found a better life here, um, and I'm doing everything in my power to stay within the means of the normal people. But there are certain things that I do need, like a car, and you know I was like, okay, don't get a gas car, get an electric car. Don't get a BMW, get something, you know, normal that people, you know, they won't judge you. And I think that's been kind of the hard part about it all is trying to get what you need and make your life comfortable, but also respecting the culture and trying to do your part as much as you can because you only can do is so much as a person. You only can do so much. And then I ran about this story about holistic mommy or something, which I always wanted to be on record. I actually hung out with her one time by mistake because it was people that I met. Just so happened she was at a dinner that I went to, and I know that that was a big controversial thing here in Mexico City about the disgusting comments that she made. Um, and you know, I'm a firm believer that I tell people in Mexico City never to speak English to me. I always tell them to only speak Spanish. I'm like, this is your country. I need to speak your language. And most of you know I do speak Spanish. But it's been very interesting just learning that you know the conquering mindset of America doesn't just sit with white people. You know, there's many different people from all walks of life that have adopted that same mindset of that, you know, if you want to do something, you need to speak English. And I'm here to tell you guys, if you haven't noticed, and I'm happy I left way before all this started happening, all of this is that's happening, this is nothing new. You know, like it just takes you to take yourself outside of the situation and say, you know what, I want to do something different. I want to be different, and I don't want to make people feel that you have to be a certain thing or a certain way in order for you to be successful. And I tell people this all the time. There is a lot of fucking Latinos or Mexicanos that I'm seeing Porsches, BMWs, Range Rovers, anything you can name it, they got it. So that whole mindset that people, because they don't speak English, don't have money. I've met cardiologists, I've met psychologists, I've met all different types of surgeons just here, and they're living good lives. So I think that that's a definitely a misconception on the American standpoint or viewpoint, that just because they're here that they don't make the money. These people have money, you know, like that's why I was asked one of my friends recently. I was like, is Mexico more racist or classist? Which one would you think? And it was amazing, you know, the overall mindset and the just how everything is. So I've been thinking to myself, am I part of gentrification? And I always ask myself that back and forth, and that's why I've been so cautious on doing certain things and making certain moves, because I want to help the people, but I'm not their savior. You know, like I'm not here to try to be their savior, but I am trying to invest in what I want to call my home. So that's the only thing that's been in my brain. It's like, okay, whatever's in your brain, invest, do the best that you can, and respect the culture as best as you can. And I just really hope that other people can do that too. So I know I've been gone for a while. I'll try to make more videos, guys. I'm usually just busy at the gym. You can see the cheek, you see the bones coming back. So I've been on a rigorous diet. But yeah, that was just some thoughts that I had, and I had some conversations to my friends about them. And yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you guys up to date. I'll see you soon. Adios.